So is this an obsession or a passion?
You decide.
Yeah. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and thanks for stopping by. Hey, today we are in my garage again. What's up, Bernie?
Thanks, man. That bike's tilting.
Ooh, we want to make sure that this guy does not fall.
The slipper bike.
There we go.
There you go.
All right. We are back in my garage because, as you can see, we've assembled all of the bikes that Bernie and I own in both of our garages. I have more bikes, so it was easier for Bernie to bring his bikes over.
Yeah.
But people have been asking us, hey, can you guys do a video on all the bikes that you own? And so we thought, let's put them all together today because we can't work on the GT yet. Nope. Although it is getting worked on. So I did hear from the powder coater. And the paint has been a little tough to remove on that that multicolor frame. But he is working on it, so that's good news. We have yet to start the hutch, although we are going to be putting some information, if we haven't already done so by the time this video drops, about how you can give us your input on building that pink hutch Hollywood Mike Miranda series XL26. Yeah. So we're going to be asking for your input and your advice on how, and you're going to actually decide the parts that go onto that hutch. So stay tuned for that. But today we thought we would gather all of our bikes together, kind of show you all of the different bikes that we have, why we picked it up, what we did to it. And I don't know if we want to even rank them somehow, but I don't know. We'll figure out. We're not even sure ourselves what we're going to be.
We're just shooting from the hip, man. You know?
Yeah, we just thought it'd be kind of cool to get them all out so that you guys can kind of see what's in the collection. So let's get started. So because Bernie is on his bike, and we're actually short one stand, so Bernie has to hold it up. So we figure we'll start with his bike. This is his Hutch XL26 in chrome. Tell me about this bike, Bern.
Okay, well, this was a surprise. This is the bike that it surprised Kevin.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful surprise.
Yep.
I don't know, what do you like to start with? I mean...
So why did you choose that hutch?
Why did
you ever had a hutch when you were growing up?
Never, ever. I was mongoose all the way. Remember?
All the way?
All the way.
Hardly any of us owned a hutch. Our friend Stan did.
Yeah, I couldn't afford this thing. It was too expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with adult money, I figure, hey, we can do this now. You know? Hutch is cool. Something different.
So what, they came out with this bike a couple years ago. They redid this.
Yeah.
And you decided to pick it up in chrome.
I did.
Did they have any other colors available?
No, at the time, no. They had...
It was just chrome?
Chrome, 26 and 24.
Okay.
And that's all JDB had. And of course, they were pre-order. So if you wanted one of these, you had to pre-order.
It took a while, right? To also get here.
Yeah. So...
So let's go with some of the parts. Let's go with the wheels. What are these?
These guys, oh man, it's been so long. What are these guys?
Wasn't it BMX Guru?
Yeah, it was BMX Guru. I think it's the Araya style.
They're not specifically Araya, but it's that style, right?
It's
so
the
if you take
style.
a look, it's kind of like a, sort of like a, not so much a polished, or was it supposed to be polished?
I think it's polished, but it's dirty, hood.
Yeah.
I pulled up to Kevin's house and said, guy, my bikes are dirty, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so this one, you got the red nipples, and then what is that, TNT hubs?
TNT hubs.
TNT hubs in front and rear.
Yeah, front and rear.
And we got the billet BMX, these nuts. And what kind of chain tensioner is
JW.
that? The JW.
Yep.
So I think these guys also have that internal bolt, which is really nice.
Yep.
Just like the billet BMX.
Yep.
Love that.
So
you got old school redline cranks.
Got demolition pedals.
Demolition pedals.
These are the GT ones.
Oh, the GT power disc.
Yeah, this used to be, I believe, silver.
And you polished it.
I polished it. It came with the white sprocket.
Oh, yeah.
That's on that bike.
Was that a shadow chain? Is that a shadow conspiracy?
I think so. Is it? Yeah, yeah. No. What is this? Dude, KMC, I think.
KMC.
Yeah.
But you got the Paul components in the back.
Components.
In that silver. You got the Brooks, what, C19?
17.
C17.
Yeah.
With the bent seat posts, that old school Diacomp type
C-post
C-post clamp. And up in the front, you got these, what, these CW type bars, yeah?
CW type bars. They comfy.
Nice and tall with, again, Paul component levers, the Amy Unitron grips.
Yep.
And then, oh yes, look at that billet stem.
Yeah.
I really, really like this stem. You
So
know?
do I.
It's, to me, it's a really nice size. It's not too big.
53
Really
millimeters.
Nice. 53.
The classic.
And then you got the, I think you said you have the Hutch headset, yeah?
No, not on this bike.
Oh, not on this one?
This one is the, what is this? Stolen?
I know that's a stolen. This part
Yeah, it's a
is
stolen. It's a stolen headset.
Okay.
Yeah. It used to have the Hutch, but I swapped them with that
Okay.
one. It's got the profile stem lock. It goes all the way through.
Okay.
So get the lock over here. You know, long bolt, they go all the way down.
Anything else you think you might do to this, or this is pretty much it?
This is pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean,
Who knows, right? A bike
Yeah.
is never truly ever done.
yeah, because, you know, parts can be put on other builds and, you know, I don't know,
Yeah, and then you always like to kind of play around with the
gears.
gearing, so that sometimes will swap out
Even
too.
that, what did I put on that?
That looks kind of small, like a 33 maybe.
I don't have my glasses on, but yeah. I know the back is 17.
You put a 17 in the back instead of normally a 16.
Yeah. Or I
And what is that? Is that an Originate?
Could be.
What is?
I mean, we've done so many bikes, Kev.
Right, I know. The trick today is gonna be like to remember everything that we put on every single bike.
For real, because I honestly don't know. No, it's been so long.
Oh man.
But yeah, this might be the Originate. Yeah, yeah.
Because
it
we
is.
normally will buy. That's the one that I like.
Yeah, the
And
Originate
that-
because it's chrome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they make a good one.
Yeah, okay, I remember now. That was 17 because they didn't have 16 in stock at the
Okay.
time. Because that bike has the 16.
The other Hutch 29.
Yeah, and that has the
Which
right out
is-
supply one.
Back over here, the Z frame.
Okay.
Okay.
Slowly it's coming to me, slowly.
Okay,
You know.
okay.
And then we have the MCS
Bottom
bracket
Yep.
with the demolition pedals, sealed bearings.
I think that's it.
Yep.
And that's the Hutch XL26.
XL26.
Okay, so let's move on to Bernie's 29-inch Hutch Z frame. This is that CW style frame that came out not too long ago. I think they still have it available, yeah?
They do. They have these available still. I was
Yeah.
just on the website, so.
So this is a 29-inch. Tell us about this one. Same CW style bars. You really like those bars?
I really do. They're comfortable. Of course, the frame, they call them the Z-Dub. I don't know why JDB said Z-Dub, but it's Z-Dub. 29
inch.
in white, of
I
course.
see that.
Yeah. And I like Brooks so much.
Also, this one is a C19.
This one is C19.
So the difference between the 17 and the 19 is what? The width, yeah?
The width, and the riding style.
Okay. I think I need like a C21.
Yeah, with cushion. With cushion.
For my wide Okole.
Yeah, you know, softy on the tush.
Okay.
So yeah, and then we have Morgan stuff here, the Z-Nut, D-Nut.
Yeah. So this one has some
These
billet
nuts.
parts, right? So these nuts, C-post clamp. We also still got the chrome, these nuts, axle nut.
Axle nuts in 3/8.
And then this one has
This one get
the
all
billet
kind.
BMX
Here.
Oh yeah, right over there too. That's right. So you can buy these for brakes, right? If you got like disc brakes. So Bernie picked those up for that, and then he also has the chain tensioners there.
Yeah, and then these will also fit in here, the mounting.
Okay.
So they'll fit in there.
As well.
Yeah.
And yeah, so this one is your disc brake conversion.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check this one out, we did a video on this where Bernie actually converted this bike into a disc.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fascinating. Like I gotta admit, like the way everything came together.
Yeah. And when I first built this bike, it was because we got flip-flop hubs. So it never used to be 16. It used to be 15, which this side is the smaller side. This is the bigger side.
Yeah.
And the adapter for the rotor, at the time I could screw it onto there. So that's someone on eBay.
This has been updated, yeah?
This has been updated.
Since we did the video.
Yeah, somebody on eBay makes the small side now.
So you just pick that piece up on eBay?
Yeah.
So this little adapter piece?
Actually, it's the
Or
piece
is
that
it-
holds the rotor.
Oh, the one that's on the inside.
You gotta come shoot them from this
Let
side.
me see if we can see it. Oh, yeah.
This right here.
So that thing that's, yeah.
That right there.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
And then Bernie made his own dice, drilled them himself.
Yeah.
So he could stick that on there because that, because all these caliper bikes have that long post.
Yeah.
So just to kind of dress that up a little bit nicer, but he did that himself.
Yep.
We got the elf style laid back post.
Yep.
I also have that on the Skyway that we'll talk about in a little bit.
This one got the GT cranks.
Oh yeah, the chrome GT cranks. We got this one on the Monza as well.
Yeah.
And Bernie likes those demolition pedals. We got those in white. I think that really matches, the whole white and black.
So this is the bolt I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, that's a star nut.
This is the compression bolt, because all of the Hutches have internal threads. So you screw that in to your fork, and this is the headset that you purchased for.
Oh, that's the Hutch one, yeah.
That's the Hutch one.
Yeah, again, it's kind of bummed that it doesn't have anything like any branding on it, but it is what it is. But yeah, you can't even buy this anymore.
Yeah, no more.
So we went up. If you go up to the Hutch website, it's not even available.
And then we have Paul.
Yep. So Amy Unitrons again.
Yeah.
With the Paul, we're kind of like, like if we like something, we kind of usually go back to it, yeah?
Yeah, so this is the short pull.
Okay.
Because it's got mechanical disc brakes. And I think the one on the chrome bike is long.
There's a long pull.
Yeah.
And then what kind of stem is that?
This is the Alienation, right here.
Nice. And it's kind of like a chrome brake cable.
Yeah, chrome brake cable, and then
chrome forks, and then this set of rims. Did you get this one built by BMX Guru too?
Yes, he built these as well.
And are those TNTs as well? I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's
the flange is just really short.
Yeah, this is the small flange, and the chrome bike get the long.
And the other one has
big flange.
We put it away, but yeah, the other one has a larger flange.
Yeah,
that's a small.
Yeah, and this is the.
What are these tires too? These are the.
These are Panaracers.
Gravel Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you switched to the skinny tires now.
Yeah. Remember I had the moped tires?
Yeah. The moped tires. Well, how do you like these though?
I love these. It makes the bike way lighter.
You know who is a big fan of those skinny tires too?
Who's that?
Our boy in Texas.
Oh.
And we got to share something. I talked to him on the phone. His butt was hurt a little bit that we haven't been mentioning him in the videos.
Tyler, I'm very sorry, but I'm saying it. Hey, Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, man?
There you go.
Hi, Angela, his wife.
Yeah, and don't forget the kids.
I told him I would shout out his wife instead of him. So yeah, Tyler, now you can be happy that we talked about you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Tyler in Texas is also a big fan of these skinny type tires. But yeah, this is the Hutch 29 Z-frame with the disc brake conversion.
All right.
And we'll put a link to that video if you want to check that out. And that'll be up in the top corner. Okay, swapping places. Now it's my turn.
Okay, so tell us about your bike now.
So this is the racing. This is the one that we built most recently. 26-inch RA26. Picked up this frame and fork. There was some sale. I don't know what it was. It was like some Father's Day sale or something like that. It was like $350 for the frame and fork with free shipping to Hawaii. And you know me, like I'm a sucker for free shipping. Like if anybody has free shipping, right?
Yeah.
If you live in Hawaii, you understand that shipping is just ridiculous. And so if anybody offers free shipping, we jump on it. And so Race Inc., $350 for the frame and fork. It was a crazy sale. I decided to pick one up in white. We built this up from scratch, and I guess we'll go with the wheel set. So this is
let's go with the wheel set.
This is Sun Rhino lights with I think this is a TNT hub as well. Yeah. So this one.
Let me see right there.
TNT hubs right there.
Yeah, and blue, that's nice with the
white spokes. Yeah, the chrome nipples. This was done by Stack BMX. So they built this. They were able to build this for me. I got the Race Inc. Custom caps by Mr. Dice Guy. We'll put his info up on the screen. You can check him out. He builds caps for just about any kind of bike that you want. He can get them done for you. So we did that to give it that custom look. And then you also have the D's nuts, right? So you got the D's nuts as well on that. And the Duro. These are like Comp 3 style tires with the white wall that I thought looked really, really nice.
No, the thing looks sick.
I think based on on this build, that white wall looks really, really good.
Yeah. And it even says it right.
Yeah, Duro. I think Planet BMX is where I picked them up.
Yeah.
And then on
our headset.
Yeah, so this is a Bultima headset from Race Inc. Race Inc. is the guys that kind of came back and made the Bultima. I also picked up their head tube badge. That is a kind of like, instead of the sticker, this is like a head tube, like aluminum, and it has like a sticker, sticky tape on it. We got the spacers from Billet BMX along with their large Billet BMX stem. It's their shield stem.
Yeah, let's show the guy underneath.
Yeah, you can kind of see there's some really cool etching, just the way that this whole stuff is built. This bike was kind of like, we did this as a partnership with Billet BMX, where we used as many of the parts that he has on this bike. And so you can check him out at billetbmx.com. He has some really, really cool stuff. But yeah, you can kind of see the stem from this side, right?
Yeah, look
just how nice that is with his
just the whole setup right there is sick.
Really, really nice. S&M bars. I like my bars tall because I want to be able to like be high. So I want my bars high so I'm not like hunched over. So I try to buy bars that are like at least 9 inches or so. Picked up the Amy Unitron grips. We cut off the ends so that we could put the Billet BMX bar ends or caps. I don't know what the actual term for that is.
Yeah.
Flight donuts. The old school checkerboard, and I love Paul component stuff too. So I picked up the Paul component lever with that old school cover. Plus this also helps if the bike ever drops, hopefully this kind of protects it. You
get protection.
You got protection. Flight also made these this pad set. This is the only red you're gonna see. I didn't want any red on the bike.
Pretty killer.
I mean, you will also see the red down here with those stickers and up here with the S&M, but I just wanted everything to kind of be, more white and black. Continuing with the Billet BMX, you got their pedals. These are amazing. I mean, these things are just beautiful. I mean, look at that cage, right? And then you got the chrome
on white,
the color. I mean, these things, they spin really well. They're stainless steel. With this, they're just really, really strong. And talking to Morgan, he builds these so that heavy dudes can kind of ride it, and we don't have to worry too much about it, getting bent.
Yeah.
Theory cranks, white Theory cranks. I had somebody make a sticker set, so this is the extra stickers that we put on it. We got the Night Bike Company bottom bracket. Been waiting a long time to get that.
Yeah, I don't want an excuse for that.
So that was like, one of the first things I bought. Once I knew that this was an American bottom bracket, picked that up right away. And can't really see it, but maybe I'll turn this bike around so you guys can see the other side of it. But
there we go.
Again, more Night Bike Company stuff. I really love their spiders. Their chain rings. We got a Shadow Conspiracy half link in white. This thing
Was this the one?
This is the one that gave you that took some blood from you.
Yeah.
But this is the chain that gave Bernie some problems.
Yeah.
But white chain, you know, kind of goes offset with the chain ring here, chrome bolts. Again, more Billet BMX goodies in the back with a chain tensioner. And these are larger. These are specifically made to fit the race ink, because the race ink has a thick dropout. I don't know if you can kind of see how thick that is right there, but it's wider than a normal dropout. And so this one has a stainless piece that fits on the inside that secures everything in there, that you can kind of tighten them down. You might be able to, it's gonna be hard to see, but it's on the other side of that freewheel. This is an Originate freewheel, and it's actually on this side too. You might be able to see it on the other side.
I'm gonna have to walk over.
Yeah. But you know, really, really nice with how everything turned out with the hubs, with the white spokes, with the chrome Originate. That's a 16 in the back. But yeah, I don't know if you can kind of see right here. There's this is a spacer. And then that thing is the thing that fits perfectly into that dropout. And even the chain tensioners are bigger for the race inks. They're actually bigger, more proportionate for that size.
Yeah. The thing is, he designed it for these people.
Yeah.
So it just looks well proportioned.
Yeah. It's really nice. And then these are the dice cap ends, just like on the dice caps. This also comes with a set when you buy it from Mr. Dice Guy. I just used the Cook Brothers Racing calipers in the back, again with the D's nuts, brake bolts. I'm not sure what kind of brake pads those are, but oh yeah, those are the box. These are box, yeah, to kind of match.
See, you and me, Kev, we have so many different parts.
And then up here is the Shield C-post clamp. I just got just the alloy blue, and then the Ride Out Supply seat. You know.
Yeah, cause you're tushy.
Yeah.
Gotta get cushion.
I need something soft.
Yeah.
But this is the Race Ink, the latest build that we kind of put together. Really, really happy with how this thing came out. It rides beautifully. Like I've been riding this probably the most. This and the Supercross, I've been riding a lot. Just rides well. Just a really nice bike. And then I think just the way all the parts just came together, super, super happy.
It's a nice bike.
Yeah.
Really is.
I think we did a nice job in putting all the different pieces together, kind of color coordinating everything, and just kind of, putting a nice bike together.
Yep. Good job.
All right, so next let's move on to the Monster Quad. This is the second bike that I bought. I actually have one more bike that's not in this collection. It's on Oahu. I have it stored on Oahu so that whenever I go there to ride, I have my own bike that I can ride. So
must be nice.
It is nice, and it looks kind of like the Race Ink. It really looks just like the Race Ink. It's very similar, white with blue. I love blue. So I bought that bike. I bought the Big Ripper first, and rode it, and just was like instantly in love. I was like, holy cow, this is
it's comfortable bike.
Yeah, and it was just like how how I remembered BMX bikes. But then now I'm older, I'm bigger, right? I'm in a bike that kind of fits a little bit more. I'm not like super crowded on a 20-inch, and so I bought that bike, and within a month, I bought this one. So this is my first quad angle. Did we know of any of our friends that had a quad?
No. I don't know really, who had on quad actually.
Somebody asked that in the comments recently, like if any of us owned a quad before or back in the day, and no, we did not.
No, I don't remember. I don't
even remember seeing too many SE bikes.
I mean, they were available.
Yeah,
but I don't remember.
Yeah, so this one I also fell in love with. I mean, again, blue, right? And I just liked the way this one looked. Bigger tires. This one has disc brakes. This bike is super, super comfortable to ride. Like it is. If you want to go on a long ride, like this is the bike to do it on. The big tires. I got the soft the soft seat. It sits like a cruiser. It's got front and back disc brakes. This thing is a joy to ride. So a lot of times when my friends come over to visit, I'll put them on this bike because it's one of the easiest to ride. It's one of the safest to ride. It's got the disc brakes. And so I usually will put my friends on this bike. But anyway, it's an SE Monster Quad. I didn't really do too much to this bike. I did swap out the bars to, they're like S&M 4-piece bars. I like S&M bars. This is like, I don't know how many bars, S&M bars I have, but I like.
Yeah, you like that product.
I like that brand. Bought the 4-piece bars. I think I changed the grips on these. Used just like SE grips, but just in a blue that can kind of match the blue and black. I'm really thinking about changing the wheel set at some point. I do want to get some new wheels made for this with profile hubs. I really want to put profile hubs and get a really nice rim set made for this. And if I do, I'm going to get rid of the silver. I'm going to go with probably like a black. I think I'm going to just try to make this more of a
blue and black?
A blue and black bike. Yeah. I mean, it does have like the chrome stickers. I don't know if I'd be changing that or not. But I don't know. Right now, it's a blue, chrome, and black bike. Didn't really change anything here. I did swap out the rotors. Something that had blue in it. We got these nuts, bolts in the front. I did change the tires. These are Maxxis Grifters.
Okay.
I have a video on putting these on that I'll put up in the corner that you can kind of check out if you want to see that.
They feel pretty comfortable too as far as riding. Huh?
These are pretty good. I did like run across a couple flats the first time I had them. I think within the first 2 weeks there, I had 2 flats on them. And it was just bizarre. It was just a freak thing. I haven't had any problems with them since. So I think it was just, I just ran over something and I didn't take out the thorn or whatever really good. And then when I put in a new tube, kind of punctured a new tube. So.
Okay, what else we get?
So this is a Custom Street Toys stem. I really like some of their stuff. This is the guy that just kind of does stuff on his own too, Custom Street Toys. I'll put a link to his stuff below. But he had like some parts that were like mismatched. Cool. And so I said, hey, what about a blue and black? And he said, yeah. So he kind of made this up for me. Picked that up. I think this is a Shadow Conspiracy seat. I think that's the Shadow Conspiracy logo. I can't remember, but I like this seat. People don't like it because it's kind of like, I don't know. It's soft though. And if you've watched any of our videos, you know that I complain about a seat all the time. Yeah, man. My tushy, I don't know what it is. I just can't handle hard seats. And so picked this up. I got a fluted black seat post with the Night Bike Company seat post clamp on it. We'll look at the drivetrain down here. I got another Night Bike Company chain ring along with Pedaling Innovations, these giant platform pedals. I found these are more for like mountain biking, but I really like how wide these things are. And again, I wanted black. Kind of wanted to go with this, black and chrome and blue thing.
Put your hand like over them.
Yeah, so look, right?
Look how big. Put your hand underneath the thing so they can actually see. There you go. Look how wide that pedal.
If I put my foot on it, you can kind of see like just how much you can get of your foot on this pedal. And there's some sort of science behind this. And if you go to their website, I think it's Pedaling Innovations. I'll put a link down below, but there's some sort of study that they did in which there's more efficiency in having a bigger pedal. I'm not too sure. I can't really tell myself, but that's what they say. And so, I mean, I didn't buy it for that. I just wanted platform. I wanted black. And so that's where I went with that.
Yeah, that's a big guy.
Yeah. The back, the chain tensioners were from SE that already came with the bike. I got these nuts back here again. Again, change out the rotors to kind of have a blue as well. And that's pretty much it. I didn't do a lot to this bike.
It's just a nice riding bike.
Yeah,
You know, your
really,
cruiser.
really comfortable.
That is your cruiser right there.
This is definitely a cruiser. Super comfortable. Love the color scheme with this. I love the quad. And so yeah, I think the only thing I'm gonna do to this in the future would be to like get a new wheel set made. But if I use profile hubs,
Ooh.
then shoot, that's gonna cost as much as a whole frame and fork.
True that.
So right, that's like just the hubs alone is gonna be like probably like 500 at least.
Yeah.
If not more than that. I think they're more. I think it's more like 700.
Dude, those things are pricey.
I think it's like 350
Yeah.
per hub. But I don't know. I haven't done it yet, and
Well, you figure you got bullseye parts, you have bougie pedals, so you know
yeah.
why not get
why
some?
not go with some profile?
Yeah.
And it's surprising because I'm surprised I actually haven't pulled the trigger on that already because I
Yeah.
love this bike. And so I was like, I should give it more love, you know?
You should. Like,
Because I really like this bike.
Where's
I
the
really
love,
do.
man?
I
Where's the love?
Yeah, where's the love? I really like this bike. And so that is something that I want to kind of do in the future. So we'll see what happens.
okay, next bike.
All right, so this is a Supercross. Another really nice build that, I mean, I also love riding this bike. The geometry on this thing is amazing. This is a special frame and fork set. They only made like 50 of them. It was a limited edition to mark the anniversary of this, this style rear triangle. And I saw my friend Isaac over at Big Bike BMX. He had picked one up and I was like, that is such an interesting frame.
It is.
Right? I mean, look at that.
This thing is unreal.
I mean, you got the tubes, you know. Normally you're gonna just have one tube.
Yeah.
It goes all the way down. But you have another tube. So this is more like your triangle, but then there's an extra support here. And it's just an interesting bike. And I thought, okay, there's only 50 of them. Let's go ahead and pick one up. And we got to do something about this. Look at that.
I know.
I don't know why we never fixed this up or made that look a little bit better, but that's,
Yeah, what happened to that?
we got to do that.
Did it come off or?
No, we just never put something on it. We never put anything on this thing.
Dude.
And I'm just looking at that now like, bro, that is something we missed.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, so chrome on this is really nice. They just started coming out with another set of these frames in different colors and polished aluminum. I think they're all in aluminum now.
Oh, wow.
So you can pick it up on the Supercross BMX website. I went with a purple and teal colorway. I got these decals custom made to kind of match. The original decals have like, I think blue, red, and yellow, and I didn't think that they match pretty well. I want to send a huge shout out to George at the Night Bike Company because he helped us with some parts, and he was the one that actually suggested this colorway.
That's nice.
Yeah, because when I contacted him about the build and asking if he wanted to be a part of it, I was like, he asked, oh, what colors are you going for? And I'm like, I don't know, like it's you know, the frame and fork is chrome, I'm not sure. He goes, oh, what about teal and purple? And I was like, that's a really good combination.
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, let's do it. So George sent over, so we got the seat post clamp here. We have his stem, the Roughnecks stem. We also have his chain tensioners in the back. And we're using, again, chain ring and spider. And this is all from the Night Bike Company. And I'll put a link in the description for that. But yeah, checking out the rest of the drivetrain, I use just ramped cranks in chrome. They're not that expensive.
No, they're very affordable.
Right?
And they look pretty good, man.
Yeah, and they're like, you know, not everything on this bike is super high priced. We do have, again, the billet pedals, and this is my second set.
Yeah, baby.
This is the first set of billet pedals that I got, and I gotta say, like, when I got these in person, I was blown away. Just
unreal.
really, really well built. Beautiful set. I think they complement the bike really well. It's just that chrome and purple, and it just, everything looks Really, really nice here. I used I think this is the Cook Brothers chain that is in that oil slick. Because the oil slick kind of has that blue and purple look to it. And if you look up here with the seat posts, this is just something I found on Amazon.
That thing's pretty sick.
Yeah,
man.
like the front half is purple, and then you look on the back, and the back is blue. I just think it just really complements this thing.
The purple
really, really
there,
nice.
and then we just come around here.
Yeah.
And then boom, look, blue.
Yeah, so that kind of
trippy.
It's a trippy thing, yeah. I just thought that matched really well. I wasn't sure when I bought it, but once I put it on and I put the chain on, I was like, oh yeah, this thing is that thing sets it off really well. This is an Originate seat. I like this one too. Some people have said, it doesn't look that nice, but again, I wanted something soft, and this thing is comfortable to ride. We got staying in the back. We got Paul component brakes. The only thing I'm not a fan of, and you know this too, right? Like, is just that if you come in and look, come and show this way. The Paul component brakes, just because of the way they're made, they tend to stick out on the top like this. You see this?
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to make these brakes kind of be straight, like the bullseye. And we'll see the Supercross, the Skyway in a little bit, but the Paul component ones, just the way that they're made, I don't know what it is, but they just will stick out. And this is after trying to put the spacers on the outside. Like, there's a lot of spacers for this brake pad that are all moved to the outside to give it more room on the inside. And it's just, even doing that, it's still not
I can
straight.
show it from this side here.
Yeah, I don't know if you can kind of see how many spacers we got there, right? But they make really nice stuff. And like I said, Bernie and I really like Paul Components, so we use that for the rear. I do have a Paul Components lever, which we haven't swapped out. Remember we talked about this?
Oh, yeah.
But we never did it. But this is the Cook Brothers lever. I don't like this one.
I didn't see that.
I don't know. I think it's just too skinny. I don't know what it is. I'm just not a fan of this. There is a bearing here that it's, it's nice and smooth, but I don't know. I just don't like it. So I picked up a purple one that matches the rear. So that's going to be up here. I forgot what kind of, I think these might be Shadow Conspiracy grips. This is a Nowhere BMX V-bar style. This one too is kind of like mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. I wanted something that looked different, right? To match this different kind of frame. This one is in a purple color, and I just thought they looked pretty cool.
I think because that is so deep purple, maybe,
I think too because this bend is so low.
Yeah.
Usually it starts higher.
It's a subtle.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, you look at where this starts, right? If you look at the bars from here, normally when you have V-bars, it starts higher.
Yeah.
So this is not as low,
Yeah.
And I think that's what people are like, but I thought they look cool,
Yeah.
So, and that's all that matters, right? It's my bike.
Yeah.
So I think it looks cool, and I'm gonna run with it. And if some people don't,
oh wow,
that's their opinion. I can't make them.
But you spend the money however you want.
Exactly,
to,
right? That's right, and you're absolutely right. So wheel set. This is a really economical set. These are Harrow rims. They're like, I think I paid $200, but I want to say that there was a sale. You can get the rim set for $99.
Wow.
On Planet. And so I just got purple. I didn't do anything super fancy to them.
They're sick though. They're really nice.
Yeah, they're old school, but they're not like, there's no special hub or anything, but it still looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
Panaracer, really skinny tires. This is the first bike that I put like really skinny tires on, and I think they came out really nice.
Yeah, let me get a close up of the brand right there. Okay, so people
Panaracers, you can kind of see.
Yeah, 26, 150. A lot of people that watch, maybe they like see the size of your tire.
Yeah. I forgot. I don't know. I think I bought these from like some website that
I know you sent that same website to me.
Yeah, it was like a website that had like just a bunch of tires, like because tires are hit or miss. Like when you go to a bike shop online, tires will come and go, and so you always got to keep checking. You always got to return to the site, see what's in stock, right? And so I found a place. I'll try to find it and see if I can put it in the links down below. But it was just a site that had free shipping or really cheap shipping to Hawaii.
I don't know. I got lost in their website.
They had so many tires, right? They had a
tires.
ton on like so many different tires. A lot of mountain bike stuff, but then they also had like more like gravel kind of, you know, this type.
the gravel ones.
But yeah, so this is Supercross SX250. This is another custom build that Bernie and I did.
It was a fun build too.
This one was really nice, and I think what really just sets this thing apart too is just the sticker kit. You know? Yeah.
Let me get up close on that.
It's just, you know, we got, you know, the two colors that I wanted, and I think that just sets it apart from other bikes.
Yeah.
You know, I think it really complements everything. It kind of like completes the whole package.
It's nice. Good job, you know, on the thing.
Yeah. So that's Supercross.
All right. Next build.
All right. So this is a Skyway that I picked up from Planet BMX. In this kind of like it's a bluish chrome.
Yeah, blue
color.
chrome.
Yeah. Skyway was another bike that we loved back in the day. It was more for like freestyling and stuff like that. I think more of the guys that had Skyways, you know, had the Skyways for freestyling. Saw it on Planet BMX, decided to pick it up, and this was the first bike that I built, pretty much.
Yeah, it was.
Right?
Yeah, because we totally had, you know, turned the tables. Kind of like right now.
Yeah, right? Kind of like now where Bernie's behind the camera. This was the first bike that I put together. I probably did about 90%. I couldn't finish it because I had surgery on, I had to get my gallbladder removed, and so I couldn't quite finish the last part. And so Bernie finished it up, but I built the most out of all the bikes. This is the most work that I put into it myself. Really like this chrome, this blue chrome color, and decided to try to, you know, just do a blue and red bike. And so pick this one up. You know, we got to start with the pedals.
Yeah, let me get up.
So
let me get up close and personal here.
And so these are the Skyway Bullseye pedals. So Bullseye makes these, but they made a special limited run where you could design what colors you wanted to go with. And so then I picked these up, and I was like, how can you not? Like, look, I mean, it's a, you know, branded Skyway. You got the Skyway on the cage, and I was like, I'm gonna just do it. So impulse purchase.
I remember you texting me that.
Right, and super happy with how they look. But then I also did a few things to kind of dress it up a little bit. So I got these pins. These are from Evo Alloy. So these pins and these spacers out here are from Evo Alloy. And if you're wondering if they fit on the Bullseye, they fit. So swapped out the bolts, put these spacers, put these pins to kind of give it, again, more of that blue and red look. But once I bought these pedals, it was like, okay, I gotta kind of buy some expensive stuff to complete everything else.
That's why they call it the bougie bike.
Yeah, this is the bougie bike. And so red line cranks, but in the red chrome finish.
Yeah.
And more night bike stuff, because again, I like the night bike company. So we got the Spider, the chain ring. I think this is an MCS bottom bracket. Yeah? This red one.
Yeah, it's the same one I get.
Same one. And then I think this is Shadow Conspiracy. I'm not.
It is.
It is, yeah?
Yeah.
But this one wasn't so hard to put together for some reason.
I don't know why.
We were able to break this one pretty easy.
The white one is the one that it gave me problems.
So I'm not sure, but I just went with the blue one. I had a red chain on this one. Remember the shadow red, but it was too bright.
Too red.
And it just did not look as good. So swap that out. I do have another set of these cranks in blue to match, but I kind of wanted to kind of offset, you know, the colors a little bit. So we ended up going with red, and I got these custom stickers from eBay, the red and blue.
Did you put them on straight, you think?
I think I did. I tried my best. And then going off in the back, again, I'm a fan of the Originate. So we got that. We got the billet BMX chain tensioners. I was able to swap out that shield to get it blue again, to do the blue and red thing.
Ooh, this one got the volcano.
Yeah, so let's talk about this rim set. So this rim set was from Technique or Pedal Power BMX. They have these hole shot rims that were like the mongoose rims, right, from back in the day.
Yeah,
right?
the Pro Class wheels.
Pro Class, yeah. So I thought these would be super cool to to get with, you know, again, with the red inserts. And we just had a ton of problems. It was just really hard to get these built for some reason. Pedal Power, you know, kind of like lost the order, and it took many phone calls to kind of get them to get it, but they eventually got it sent out to me. We used their Technique hubs, their Rocket Pod hubs, super nice.
Yeah, those
again, in the blue and red combination. I thought these came out really, really nice. So, I mean, once it was done, they did a fantastic job. It just took a while before the rims were built. And the only other thing that I don't like about these hole shots, and I won't buy these again because it's this hole, right? So basically that stuff that you see inside there is just, it's kind of like, not really a sticker, but it's just more like a tape, a rim tape. And that shouldn't really get wet too much, because the other side is kind of like a cardboard. So that, and if you get these wet, it takes a while to dry because of all the holes everywhere.
Right.
And so they look fantastic. If you're gonna build a bike and you don't really want to ride it too much, these would look fantastic because, I mean, look at them. They're beautiful.
They are.
Right? But as far as a day-to-day thing, like we ride our bikes, these are really hard to kind of maintain. And I like scrubbing my tires every now and then, but it's hard to get them wet because of this. And then for braking, we decided to go with the Bullseye. I love these brakes. Bullseye brakes with the Evo alloy brake bolts here. The Evo alloy thing at the end of the brake cable. But super nice. And you see how these are straight?
Yeah, I mean,
see, look at this.
Yeah, look at that. That's straight.
Compared to, you know, the pawls that kind of stick out like this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Bullseye's expensive. You know, they are not cheap. I think just for this, it's probably about $200 maybe.
Oh,
you know,
you spent some money on this bike.
So this bike, yeah, we spent. You know,
that's why I said this is the bougie bike.
This one was expensive. And then C-post was like the Elf style, like Bernie has, but in that blue to kind of match.
Let me get a close up of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So Planet BMX does this, and they get it to match. You know, you can buy bars in this also color too.
Yeah.
So that was really good. We kind of hid the seat guts as much as possible.
Yep.
With the Originate seat.
This is the only bike I think we'd hide the seat guts, huh? Or did we?
Yeah, I think I ended up doing it on the. Oh no, the Racing has a different type of style.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, really happy with
Look
how
clean,
everything.
though.
It looks super clean.
Yeah.
Right.
And then let's come up to the
And
front.
Then, on the front, same thing. I don't know what kind of tires these are. I forgot. I had black wall, like just everything was black.
Yeah.
And it didn't quite look as old school as the gum wall, so I swapped out the tires, put these on instead with the gums. So this looks a little bit more old school. You got the Stolen. Right, I think this is a Stolen headset.
Just like mine,
yeah,
Stolen.
just like yours. We like that. I just like this look. Doesn't
Yeah.
that look? That just looks so nice.
Yeah. Well, it kind of matches.
You're right.
It matches.
Yeah, it does.
the
Kind of
hubs.
matches the hubs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just had a DK stem with the Night Bike Company stem cap. Again, S&M bars. I'm a
'Cause
fan
you
of
love-
the S&M
'cause you love
bars.
them.
And this one is done in kind of like a blue. I don't know what they call this, but it's real close. It's not exact.
Yeah.
You know, but close enough. I got the Amy Unitrons because I'm just a fan of these dual color ones with the Radical Rick donuts from Flight, and then the Bullseye brake lever. And again, I love this brake lever.
Bougie,
I mean,
that's
come
why.
on, man. Bullseye, you cannot go wrong. Their stuff is expensive, but it's because their stuff is really
Their
good.
reputation,
Yeah.
you know,
it's just really expensive. Some of their, like the
Well,
cranks, I can't even afford. The cranks are like $1,000.
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to say, you know, like I would love to be able to afford $1,000 cranks.
yeah.
But no, that's not gonna.
What about
that's not
Hutch
gonna
crank?
happen. Hutch, same thing, dude. Like with that Hutch we're building, someone left the comments. Oh, imagine if you put like, the Hutch cranks, the Hutch bear traps, the Hutch stem. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be like $2,000.
Yeah.
Right there, if not more, just for those parts. But yeah, I actually wanted to submit this into the Aloha BMX bike show,
You should have.
but there's one in April.
Uh-huh.
But it's the same weekend as Dirty Fest.
Oh, that's not good, buddy.
So we're gonna have to skip that show this year, unfortunately. But yeah, super happy with how this one came out. Don't think I'll be changing much on it.
I mean, there's nothing to change, honestly.
It's-
Everything is nice on there.
Yeah, I mean, I like it and really happy with how it came out.
Cool.
Next up in the lineup is a Monza 26 that we completely customized. This is the first Monza that was sent to us. So shout out to the guys at Monza, Thomas and the gang over there. They've been a huge supporter of the channel. I did a video on our friend Flo's bike, and they saw it and they're like, hey, we love the video, can you do more? And I was like, yeah, I just don't have a Monza. And then they said, well, we'll send you one. And so this is the first one that they sent. It's a 26-inch. The Monza is probably one of the best complete bikes that you can get right now for the money. They range anywhere from, I think it's like, I want to say $600 or $700 up to like $900.
I forget already.
But the parts on it as a complete bike, really nicely done. And if you're looking for something that's old school, like has that old school feel, then the Monza is one to kind of check out. And we'll show you some of the other ones that we have that are more stock. But this is the one that we just completely, pretty much,
Almost everything.
I would say everything was redone.
Yeah.
I think we left the headset, the stem, because I really love the stem, and we'll show you the stem in a little bit. But, and of course I got the seat, but I think everything else we just swapped out. I don't know if you can kind of see the Monzas behind me. If you notice, they're like in that, they like their
They like the
orange,
gold.
They like the gold, they like the yellow. And I'm just not a fan of the yellow and the gold and stuff like that. Although they do look really nice on the bikes,
They do.
I'm just personally not a fan of orange and yellow. And so I'm a fan of blue. So I decided let's like customize this sucker and just make it into a blue bike. So standard 26-inch frame and fork. Tange is the manufacturer, and this sticker got kind of messed up because it's in my where I keep these bikes, and I kind of lock them in the chain that I use to kind of keep things all together. It's kind of rubbed up against it. But Tange is the guys who make this frame and fork set, and these are the guys that made the Kuwaharas back in the day. So the guys at Monza, these were just a couple of guys like you and I, Bernie, right? That
Absolutely.
were like drinking beer one night and we're like, oh, remember those old days of BMX? Weren't those fun? Weren't those the best days, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we just go and get bikes like that again? And so they decided to make their own bike and made their own bike company. It's amazing.
Right? Hey, let's just make our own bike
Yeah,
company.
they just made their own bike company, and it's been incredible. It's like if you and I made our own bikes.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So one of their friends was really good with AutoCAD or something, designed the frame, and they shopped it around. They actually went to Taiwan, and Tange said that they would make it. So they created this bike, this company a couple of years ago, You can check them out. Facebook has a really good owners group that you can join if you just want to learn about the bike. But like I said, the bikes start at like, I want to say $5.99 or $6.99. I gotta go look. But really good deal. We took the one that they sent, stripped out all the other parts, took out the. I have a sticker. I had a friend that was gonna make me a sticker set. Haven't been able to do that yet. But that's eventually I want to put the Monza sticker back on it. But anyway, kept. I think I just used. I think these pedals might have been from one of the SE bikes.
Yeah.
You know, they're just blue bear trap, old school bear traps. These are the GT cranks that Bernie also has. We put a MCS bottom bracket along with the Night Bike Company chain ring, and then the Spider again. Again, we love the stuff that George does over at the Night Bike Company.
That's nice.
Left the chain because I think Monza makes a nice chain by itself. I do have, I think this is the Ride Out Supply freewheel because it's not fully chrome, right?
Yeah.
But then I put the Billet BMX tensioner and these nuts. And then this wheel set was completely made. This is another set that I got made from Technique or Pedal Power. Chrome Rhino lights with the Rocket Pod hubs again with the blue nipples and then the stainless
These wheels
spokes.
are pretty damn sick, dude.
They're nice, but I don't know if you can see it on this side, but the chrome plating is coming off. Like, I don't know if you can kind of see, like right here. Should I look right up here? See how like the top is like, if I do this, look.
Oh yeah.
Can you see you see it on my finger?
Yeah.
Look, the chrome plating is coming off. I don't know why. I don't ride it that often, but I don't know if it's in the humidity in Hawaii, but the chrome plating on this thing, I don't know. I don't know if anyone else out there has had any issues with the Rhino lights and the chrome plating on this, but it hasn't held up. Not sure why.
This one squeak at the brakes. I forget already.
No, I don't think this one did.
Did we get this brakes pretty straight already?
These ones are more straight. Like you look at this one.
Yeah, why though?
I don't know.
Look them.
I don't know if it's just the way. I don't know if maybe it was the way that these are. I don't know if this is shorter. I don't know. Do they make them different sizes?
No.
I don't know. But anyway, this one's more straight. We got them straight on this one. I don't know why. But Paul components again. We left the Tange C-post clamp that came with the bike.
Yeah.
Monza has its own kind of like BMX seat. And then in the front, I mean, take a look at this stem.
Oh yeah. This stem.
Oh, like that. The chrome on this thing is amazing. It's better than the chrome on the frame and fork.
Yeah.
It's so like show quality chrome. Kept that. I went with GT 4-piece bars. Or no, yeah, 4-piece bars.
Yeah.
Again, fan of the Unitrons, right? I love these grips. I got Flight Donuts in the kind of like the hidden checkerboard with Paul component lever again. We go with the stuff that we like. Right? How many Paul component stuff do we have?
I don't know. Check out
a bunch of them, right? But yeah, that's, you know, these nuts, axle nuts again.
Yeah, that's a nice compliment to
this right
set.
there, you know? And then, because for us in Hawaii, these are the boats that always will rust.
Yeah.
These things, they're ugly, they rust out, and so these nuts bolts are super nice.
Yeah.
And you can get them in a whole bunch of different colors. So whatever colorway you're going for on your bike, you can find a color that matches. But yeah, this is our custom Monza, 26-inch, and chrome and blue.
Good job there, buddy.
Yeah.
I should have had you build down too from scratch. All right, next bike.
Okay, so this is the stock 26-inch Monza in white. And so they came in black, chrome, and white. And they also made a limited edition gold.
Ooh,
the gold looks sick.
The gold.
Kind of wish I bought one of those, honestly, when they came out, because that is a sick colorway.
Yeah.
The frame and fork, just absolutely amazing. But anyway, This one is pretty much stock. The only thing I changed was the grips. So I changed them out to Harrow grips. You'll see on the when we talk about the 24-inch, it comes with these old school Tange kind of like Monza grips. I don't like them. I wanted something that was a little bit more traditional, and so I just swapped out for Harrow grips. But everything else on the bike is stock. This is what you get when you pick up a Monza. This particular colorway, frame and fork and bars are all white along with the seat. And then you can kind of take a look here. This is where they have like their, you know, their old school bear traps with the Monza kind of logo. The old one, the other ones, earlier ones had a Monza logo here, but now
let me
the
get a
Monza
close up
logo
of that.
is there.
Yeah, get the Monza logo.
And then you'll notice these are just like the old school crank set, you know, 44 in the front. I think it's 16 in the back.
Bigger, I think.
Or 17,
something like
17.
that. 17.
You know, but comes with a white chain. All of this is stock, right? Comes with some, I think these are Diacomp brakes or Diacomp looking brakes. Maybe not Diacomp brakes. Diatech. I don't know what that is. Yeah. But yeah, caliper style. Yeah, maybe this is where I would maybe swap these out, right? But the rim set, gold, Comp 3 style tires. You know, I mean, you're talking old school. This is it right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Like skin wall.
And again, take a look at the Monza caps from Mr. Dice Guy. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So custom made. He gave that to us when we went out to the Texas BMX Roundup last summer. Got that same stem.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the same nice chrome stem. Woo! Tange headset. Has front and rear brakes, and they've upgraded the brakes. Remember when we got the first Monza?
Yeah.
And the brakes were just like,
yeah.
They were like Walmart brakes that they just had to, I think in certain countries you gotta supply front and rear.
You gotta supply the front brake.
And so they just put in like these, they didn't even match, like the calipers in the front never matched the back.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people just never used them. And I think maybe they got some feedback and then they went ahead, and then now these Diatech, you know, two-tone, you got the yellow and gold, but then now at least they kind of match a little bit better. This is more the old school, right? The side pull.
Yeah.
Right? So you got this, again, Diatech for the front, and then Diatech in the back. But yeah, for a complete bike, this thing rocks.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
You know, when you look at the big sprocket, you think, oh my God, this thing gonna be hard for paddle.
Yeah, and certain hills, we kind of, you know, kind of fought going up that, you know, that hill.
Yes.
On our normal ride, and we're over there like
huffing and puffing.
But then when we rode these in Texas for the ride out,
was beautiful.
It was awesome because those guys ride fast.
Yeah,
right?
they do.
We were with the Captex cruisers, and these are guys older than us or our age, and these guys are flying in their rides. And Bernie and I are like, oh, we got to try and keep up. We're not used to those fast rides, but then because we had the Monzas with the 44, it was much easier to keep up. So, but
it was a fun one.
This is what the stock one looks like, chrome. And it also comes with a laid back seat post if you want to swap it out. The white Tange seat clamp there, but this thing just screams old school, right?
It does.
Comes with the pad set as well, so you don't have to buy the pad set.
Right.
Comes with it. So for the price,
man, he's ready to go racing.
Yeah, you can't beat it. And I'll put a link up in the corner on the unboxing and when we built this up, and you can kind of see more information about that.
There you go. All right.
All right, so this is the 24-inch Monza. So the wheels are smaller, 24 inches, comes with Skyways, actual Skyway rims with, again, the Comp 3 style butterfly type tires. Everything else very similar to the 26. You got the same Diatech kind of levers, same brake in the front, same brake in the back, same set of pedals, same crank, same chain ring, the 44. But this guy has actual Skyways.
Pretty cool.
And you know, the crazy thing is with this bike, even though it's a smaller 24, this top tube length is the same as the 26. And so like sitting on it like this, you don't even notice that this bike is a 24. But yet it handles really, really well. If you want to like go on a pump track, if you want to just zip around, hit some jumps, like this is a really nice size to be in. And for somebody like even our size, like you rode this in Texas.
Yeah, I did.
And it was fine.
It was. Way. I mean, you don't even look super tall on that thing. Like the bike is good proportion.
It's just, you know, the geometry is really nice.
Yeah.
And again, the only real difference is just that now we're sitting on 24-inch tires versus 26.
Yeah.
So another solid bike. Now this one is a little bit more expensive because of the Skyways. When I talked to Thomas, that was the biggest price increase. Like it costs more to get the actual Skyways versus, you know, a cheaper rim set on the other ones. But here, these are the grips. Come take a look at these grips. It's this old school kind of like, I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it's
not round. It's kind of
it's not round. It kind of like, if you look, come up from underneath, and then you can kind of see.
Yeah, right there.
Right?
It's flat.
It's kind of like, it's flat. Yeah. So it depends on how you like it. Like Bernie, when he rides this, he was like pushing it down.
Yeah, because
normally it comes more flat like this, but he was pushing it down. So I don't know. I'm not a super fan of these grips, but they are definitely old school.
Yes, they are.
And if you can push them into the right, I guess, area where you're comfortable riding it, then it's fine.
I forgot what brand grips.
Who used to make those? I don't remember.
You gotta go bust out your old school magazines.
Yeah, we would probably have to like look in the old magazines and the ads to find out what grips were like this. If you remember from back in the day what grips had this very similar style, drop it in the comments to help us remember. Us old guys gotta need some help sometimes.
Because we forget.
But you know, 24-inch, this thing rides really nice. It doesn't feel small. It's got the Skyways, and this is the biggest set of Skyways that you can buy. Someone was asking or telling us for the Hutch, we should buy Skyways, but they don't make them in 26. They only make it in 24.
It would be cool though, you know?
Yeah, it would be nice, but cannot.
Yeah. Well, like we say, if can, if no can, then no can.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's just
no can.
And I think, I don't know if it's because maybe just the size of the wheel is just too big. Maybe there's too much flex. Some people have said in the comments that when they used to ride Skyways when they were a kid, the rims would flex, you know? And so maybe it has something to do with that. I have no idea, but I do know 24 is the biggest size in Skyways that you can get. And it comes original, actual Skyways on the Monza 24.
It's pretty, we're very fortunate that we were able to get a 24, from Monza.
Yeah, because you have been talking about...
I almost wanted to buy one.
Yeah, you were like thinking, I want to get a 24, I want to get a 24.
Yeah.
But we never have had a chance to actually pick one up, and then Monza sent one over, and we're like, thank you, because now we can kind of see. And then we did a comparison. I actually have a video.
Yeah,
I put a link in which we compared the 24 and the 26.
Yep.
And you can kind of see the comparisons between the two. We got to do another updated video where we compare the 24, the 26, and the 29.
Yeah.
We got to do that. But yeah, that's a Monza 24.
Okay.
All right. The last bike that I have is a Zeus 750. And yeah, you can kind of see the bikes all came back. We recorded this, the mics died, and we're like, oh my God. So we had to kind of re-record this after, towards the end. But anyway, this is my first e-bike. And as you can see, it looks just like a regular BMX bike. And that's why I chose it, because I wanted an e-bike that looked like that didn't look like an e-bike. So this one is made by Zeus. It's their 750 model. This thing is plenty fast. This thing goes up to 28 miles an hour. And that's about as fast as I want to go on a bike like this.
That's right, man, because
it's
you
really
eat it.
fast. In fact, I don't even usually go that fast. I usually hit it up to 20, 22, you know, somewhere around there. But yeah, you've ridden it too, right?
Yeah, that thing is fast.
It's really fast. I don't have the battery on, so the battery usually sits right here. I have it inside the house charging, but I wanted to show this bike, and this is the last bike in the stable. Not sure why I bought this, honestly.
Because you wanted an e-bike.
I wanted an e-bike. They look fun, and then I kind of convinced myself, no, you can spend the money because you're gonna save. Think of all the gas you're gonna save by commuting to work. You know, your big truck, and how much this will pay for itself. The things we do to justify our spending, right? And so, yeah, I thought it was gonna be a purchase that was gonna be, you know, it was gonna actually save me money, and it hasn't. I think I've only put like 300 miles on it. I don't have a lot, hardly any. Like this thing is like almost new. You know?
Yeah.
The only two things that I did change, I did swap out the Night Bike Company. I put a red Night Bike Company Pro Neck stem on it. I did want to add a little bit of color to this, and then I swapped out the grips. These are some suspension grips. I reviewed them in another video. I'll put the link up in the corner, but they're supposed to provide like some relief to like the bumpiness on this. And so there's like the grip itself sits on another interior kind of like grip thing, and there's a little suspension in between. So it's supposed to help with like just softening the blows when you ride this, you know.
So you're not as fatigued, huh?
Yeah, and I figured, you know, this bike is really hard. Like there's no suspension on it. The tires, these are Maxxis hookworms. They gotta be pumped up pretty, you know, kind of pretty, you gotta fill them up with a lot of air. And when you do that, the ride is, you know, bumpier. Like it's not quite as soft. And so this thing feels every single bump, every single pothole, every single curb. Like it's hard on your body. And so I used to ride this a couple times a week at least.
I remember.
Depending upon the weather. And then I hurt my back, and then I was like, I can't be, you know, riding this until my back gets better. And then I just never kind of went back to it, so I feel really bad that I'm not using it as much as I should. My wife keeps telling me I should sell it, and I do want to sell it. So if you are on Kauai and you want to pick this up for me, give me a holler, and we'll work out a deal, because I don't really use this. So I mean, it's a super fun bike. It's not a knock on Zeus at all. They make a fantastic e-bike. This thing is solid. You can, you know, you look at their Instagram and stuff, they do jumps. Guys are like flying off curbs. Like they go crazy with this, but it's just not a comfortable bike to, like, if you want to pedal. And part of it is because this seat is just so wide, you know? It's super wide. So when you're pedaling, you're like
bow-legged.
You're bow-legged out here.
There you go.
You're like, your legs are spread. It just feels really, really weird. So this is not a good like pedal assist bike, even though it has like 5 levels of pedal assist and it has a throttle.
Yeah.
It's more of something just to run and gun. Like this thing is fast, it's nimble, it's quick, it's responsive. It's a great bike to just zigzag, get all over the place. But the ride is just harsh because there's no suspension.
You got to be a young person then.
Yeah. I think if I was
young bones,
20 years younger, and my body felt a little bit better, then I think it wouldn't be as bad. But it's just a harsher ride that I'm not enjoying. So I should get rid of it. So I'm probably gonna see what I can do in the next, you know, month or so to try to see if I can find somebody for it that could use it more than I can.
Right.
It's a waste just sitting there not being used. So if you're interested, hit me up. But yeah, that's the Zeus 750.
All right.
All right, so those are the bikes in Bernie's and Kevin's garage. We thought it'd be fun to show you all the different bikes that we have. And so I guess now we ask you the question, is it an obsession or is it a passion?
I don't know, man. You get plenty of bikes though.
My wife opened the door earlier, right before we filmed this, and like her mouth just dropped because she's like, are those all of your bikes? And it's, you know, it's hard for her to see it because I don't have them stored in the garage. So this is the first time that they've all been out in the same place together.
Yep.
And
you get truck bikes?
Yeah, there's a lot of bikes out here. So which one's your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Which one do you think is the best one of the bunch? If you could choose one, what would you choose? Hey, so if you made it all the way to the deep end, thank you. Consider liking and subscribing and sending this to a friend who is also into BMX bikes, who might also enjoy taking a look at all these bikes that we have. And you can also ask them, is this a passion or is this an obsession?
I don't know.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care of one another, be safe, and aloha.
Aloha.
What are we? What? Greg Hill now. Hollywood.
Hollywood. You gotta give him the side action of this.